All right, so today we're going deep on something I think we all do every day, and that's talking.
Right.
More and more specifically, how to have everyday conversations in English.
Oh, very good.
So we're looking at this guide that aims to give people the skills they need to handle all those common interactions.
Sure.
You know,
Yeah.
ordering at a cafe, asking for directions,
Right.
booking an appointment.
Makes sense.
And those are exactly the 3 scenarios we're going to be looking at today in our deep dive.
It's interesting how much is going on beneath the surface in those seemingly simple exchanges, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Like I was looking at the cafe scenario and the guide kept pointing to the phrase, "I'd like,"
Okay.
as being key, to the interaction.
Right.
And I was thinking, isn't that just,
Yeah.
being polite? Is there something more to that?
Yeah, it seems so basic, right?
Yeah.
But there's definitely more to it, I think. So in English, especially in more formal settings,
Okay.
there's this kind of dance between directness and politeness. I'd like, it does soften the request, It makes it less like a demand,
Right.
and it subtly acknowledges the other person's agency, you see.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah,
So it's not just about being nice. It's like
right.
navigating these social expectations.
Exactly. And some cultures, cultures that value direct communication,
Right.
they might find it a bit unnecessarily indirect.
Yeah.
But in many English-speaking contexts, it's all about keeping things smooth, avoiding any sort of confrontation.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I do. And the thing is, the guide actually goes beyond just that initial, "I'd like."
Yeah.
It takes you through the whole process of, choosing your milk.
Yeah.
Maybe you want a croissant with that pang.
Yeah.
And even how to end the exchange.
Oh, wow.
It's almost like they're
Yeah.
giving you a little choreography
Sure.
for a smooth cafe encounter.
Yeah. And each step has its own little set of, unspoken rules.
Right.
Even how you hand over your payment. Make eye contact.
Oh, interesting.
All these things can impact the feel of the interaction.
Okay, so let's imagine a different scenario now. Okay, you're in a new city,
Okay.
your phone is dead,
Yeah.
and you're totally lost.
All right.
So you need to ask for directions.
Mm-hmm.
What stood out to you about how the guide approached this?
Well, it all starts with, excuse me, right?
Right.
Which, we might just think of as basic manners.
Yeah.
But it's actually really important. It signals respect for someone's time and personal space
Oh, I see.
before you interrupt them.
Okay.
And then when you're actually giving those directions, you got to keep it concise and easy to follow.
Right, like I'm already overwhelmed being in a new place.
You don't want to just throw a jumble of street names and turns at them, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. So the guide suggests something like, walk straight for 2 blocks, then turn left.
Okay.
But then it adds this really important detail. It'll be on your right.
Oh, right. Why is that so crucial?
Yeah. Well, I think it really helps because, when we're trying to follow directions, especially in a new place, our brains are working hard.
Yeah.
Right? There's so much to take in.
Sure.
And by adding that little extra visual cue, like on your right,
Okay.
it really reduces the mental effort needed to process it all.
Wow. I never thought of it like that.
Yeah.
That makes so much sense.
Uh-huh.
And I also noticed they have the person giving directions say, "Have a great day,"
Right.
which again, it's polite, but it seems like there's more to it.
Yeah, it's what we call a phatic expression.
Oh.
It's not really about the information itself, It's
Yeah.
more about creating that sense of connection,
Right.
even if it's a really brief interaction.
Oh, that's really insightful.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so final scenario. Let's switch gears to booking an appointment.
All right.
Now, this is definitely more of a formal situation,
Sure.
but the guide still really emphasizes clarity as you jump right in and say, "I'd like to book an appointment for a checkup."
Yeah, and that makes sense. When you think about the context, it's a professional setting and you want to be efficient.
Right.
You want to convey confidence
Yeah.
and that you respect everyone's time.
Sure.
Rambling or being unsure of what you need, it can create confusion
Yeah.
and delays for everyone.
So it's not about being robotic or anything. It's
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
about being clear and respectful.
Exactly.
And the guide takes you through the rest.
Yeah.
Confirming they have availability.
Yeah.
Scheduling the appointment and then ending the call nicely and concisely.
Uh-huh.
It's like having a script, but
Right.
one that sounds natural.
Exactly. It's about having those tools to navigate all these different situations.
So from a cafe to the streets to the doctor's office,
Yeah.
it seems like politeness, clarity, and confidence are key.
Absolutely. But here's a thought-provoking question for you.
Okay.
How can you apply these communication principles even when you're speaking another language? That's such a good point because it's not really about English specifically.
Right.
It's about recognizing these dynamics in any communication and being aware of the unspoken rules, the way information flows, and even those small phrases that help you connect with someone.
Right.
So I think what we can all take away from this is to pay attention to those things.
Absolutely.
You know how people interact in different situations and in different cultures?
Yeah.
I bet you'll be surprised by what you discover.
You never know.
You never know.
Uh-huh.
Okay, that's our deep dive for today. Thanks for listening.
Thanks.
See you next time.
See you later.
Bye.